What's going on, believers? Guys, for several days now, we've been playing a game of everybody that I dislike is a fudder. And I know that it's getting old and tired for some people, but remember, it's a long race. Saitama will be just fine. There's always going to be people who disagree with other people. All of the things that are happening right now, all of the made up antics, those things, they are going to disappear over time. No matter what happens here, this is still a product with a $350 million market cap. It's not financial advice, but I'm always right.
I can't wait till Friday. Everybody's getting sideways.
All right, guys, you can look at this chart and you can see there's ups, there's downs. I know some of you have been in chats for the last couple of days. I know that developers have been sending out these nefarious tweets about fake people who are being paid to FUD projects and stuff like that. And I do know for a fact from multiple sources that the same project that's blaming everybody else was trying to pay people 1 trillion of their own token to FUD other projects at one point. And this is, listen, that's a game of espionage, and it happens on every token. This is not limited to Saitama. This is not limited to any single or specific token. These are the things that happen in businesses. You get it all the time. Don't worry about these things. They always pass. The price right now, 66.20. Now, it's fair for you to be upset if you don't see the price action that you want right now, and that's fine. But Russ announced that he was working on another tier 1 centralized exchange, which they were going to be able to announce sometime by the weekend. There are a lot of things cooking on the back burner. As you've seen, some of the best news that we've seen recently was that Max Equation is no longer doing Saitama. He's moving on to whatever the next project will be. I'm assuming it's going to be Cited Chain, but I don't know. But it's going to be put in the hands, Saitama, that is, of some Indian, a team in India, developers that maybe they'll look at it. Maybe they'll be able to come up with a few things to help the process along. It's better to get a lot of eyes on something and give him an opportunity to move on to bigger and better projects to start to develop those. And then, if we do this process, then, maybe this whole thing plays out. Maybe it plays out in a pretty good way. But remember, you still got some very bullish sentiment from a lot of people. You're still picking up new holders constantly. It's the people at the top. It's the bears that are needing to take a little bit of profit, that are just not happy right now. That's the fight. The fight is not on Twitter. The fight is nowhere. The fight is with the bears. Moving on. All right, guys, sometimes it's best for you to just take a deep breath and not engage. There are a lot of things going on with the alphas in the pack where they're not getting along with one another. And listen, when you have an extended run of negativity, it does breed other negativity. And it's a fair thing to happen because it does happen. It is real. For extended periods of time when you're taking losses, and Saitama's been taking a few more losses than they would normally have taken. So it's fair for people to be upset. It's fair for people to be angered. It's fair for people to not be feeling good about where their price action is. But listen, at the end of the day, here's what matters. It's a $350 million market cap. It's not $1 billion like it was before, but it is a $350 million market cap. So anybody who's fudding you better be fudding you from a $400 million market cap or more. Otherwise, they're just jealous and trying to get there. I mean, that's really the mechanics and the mathematics of this whole process. They are punching up because they want to get a piece of the market share that is Saitama. Saitama is, whether you like it or not, the elephant in the room. That's a big market cap. So just have a little patience, have a little faith. Your team, the same team that got you to $350 million market. So I think the important thing is to recognize you're just fine. Have a little bit of faith, relax, give it some time, and this whole thing will work itself out. So guys, remember, this is not financial advice. My name's Bleeves. and I'm always right.
I'm looking for the good life, good life. Sitting on top of the world, I wanna be shining like